Hey guys, it's Tiffany from Super Easy Math. Today's math problem of the day says factor. We have 16x squared minus 9. Well, for a problem like this, when it's a simple binomial, meaning there's only two terms, I'm going to just guess some numbers to try to figure out what combinations are going to work here. Well, I know I'm going to have to end up with like two sets of parentheses, okay? And my first two numbers need to multiply together to get me 16x squared. Well, 16 is a perfect square. That means 4 times 4 will give it to me. And then x squared also is a square, so I know that it's just going to be 2x's. So I already know that 4x times 4x is going to give me 16x. So I know that this is going to be my first term in each set of parentheses. Well, now I have the 9 to deal with, and I need to think of two numbers that I can multiply together to get 9. So that's either going to be 3 and 3, or it's going to be 1 and 9. So my first guess is going to be the 3 and 3. Whenever we're dealing with a binomial that ends with a subtraction problem in the middle, I know that one of my answers is going to be negative and the other one's going to be positive. If they were both positive, you would end up with a positive binomial. Because they're different, you have the whole negative times a positive equals a negative thing going on. So you have to have a negative in it somewhere. So that means one of them is going to have a subtraction sign. Now, I'm just going to test by multiplying these out with the FOIL method, or you can think of it as double distribution, to make sure I get 16x squared minus 9. So I'm taking the 4x and multiplying it by this 4x, and I get 16x squared. Then I take this 4x and multiply it by 3, and I get 12x. And then I take this negative 3 and multiply it by the 4x, and I get negative 12x. And then I take that negative 3 and multiply it by the 3, and I get minus 9. These two in the middle cancel out, so I'm not going to rewrite them. And I end up with 16x squared minus 9. And yep, that's what I started out with, so that means I solved my answer correctly. Here's tomorrow's math problem of the day. See if you can solve it before I do, but don't forget to head over to Super Easy Math, where you can get my top 5 math tips to make learning math easy.